So we're already halfway through February, a few weeks into the new year, and I've already had far too many breakdowns. I've just been so bad at self-care and have been putting way too much pressure on myself, so I end up feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, and just burnt out, which is why I made this little guide for me and you guys to revisit during stressful times. Hopefully you enjoy these small self-care rituals and you can put them into practice to feel a bit more at peace. One of the best things to do for self-care when I'm always pushing myself to be productive is to sleep in, and I often neglect sleep when I have a lot going on, so I think letting myself sleep in on the weekends instead of diving right into the pile of work I have to do feels really nice. Sometimes we just need to rest, which can be done whether you decide to sleep in or if you just feel like laying in your bed for a bit longer and taking some time to recharge.
I cannot sleep, so I don't dream at all.
Cleaning my space, and especially washing my bed sheets, is very simple self-care for me. Taking the extra time to do it when I'm really busy kind of gives me a break while also still feeling productive. It's the simple things in life, right? I also fully agree with the idea that a clear space equals a clear mind, and I tend to let things pile up and let clutter accumulate when I have a lot going on. So simply having a tidy space where I can rest takes off some of the stress that I might be putting on myself. I also like putting on a podcast while I clean. They easily make me feel inspired and less lonely in times like these. Signing off of social media for a day or two can also be a super simple act of self-care. It allows me to be focused on taking time for myself instead of always seeing what others are up to. Putting it away for a while is a nice change. Depending on what time it is, I think getting ready or unready is really important. Lately, I tend to skip over my whole routine in order to have more time to do my work. Doing my skincare is not only important so that my skin stays clean, but it's also a way for me to step into the day or night ahead, and so is making myself some tea. I just don't want my schoolwork and responsibilities to dictate at what time I get to go to bed or whether or not I get to enjoy my morning, so that's why I intend to stay consistent with my daily habits. Food is life, let's face it. I think cooking your favorite food or snack, or even baking a sweet treat for yourself is one of the best things to do. Not only is the process of cooking enjoyable, but at the end you get to eat, so it's pretty much a win-win situation. I've been eating so much junk lately, so I think cooking something nutritious and balanced was a necessary thing for me to do. Even going to the grocery store forces you to get out of the house, which I barely do now other than going on walks and going to school. Also, having to shop for certain ingredients that you need for like a recipe is weirdly therapeutic in a way. Ordering takeout is also equally as good and yummy. It's a bit more of a treat for me personally, but I think it's fun to celebrate little accomplishments or just treat yourself with some takeout. Movement is also super important, as we all know, I'm sure, but I think actually taking the time out of your day to do literally anything that's active and being intentional with it is amazing to improve your mood and reduce stress. Sometimes, I'm in the mood for some cardio and Pilates, while other times I prefer stretching and yoga. Both are valid, and I think I need to stop basing the worth of my workout on how intense it was, and actually look at how it makes me feel. So sometimes, even if yoga wouldn't necessarily burn as many calories as a HIIT workout would, doing that might make me feel better, which is what I should always prioritize. One of the easiest ways to get in a bit of movement is to go outside and enjoy some fresh air. Trust me when I say this, here the air is quite fresh and cold, but walking around and taking some time off is truly so soothing. Whenever I'm really anxious, I think forcing myself to be in nature is super helpful because no matter how worried I am or how many things I have to do, nature just keeps doing its thing. It'll always be there for me to take in its beauty, and I think that's why obviously we have to protect it. What's up? It's so cold. Simply taking in some sunlight feels amazing, especially in the winter because it's a lot more rare. Appreciating it just for a second gives me a lot of energy and truly makes me feel golden. Vibing out some songs also gives me such a rush of all of the happy chemicals. Music is like the easiest way for me to feel grounded and grateful. So just listening to your favorite songs and dancing, or in my case, very poorly dancing to them, is the best way to take a little break and feel less worried. Also, whenever I am stuck in a rut, I like to make myself feel clean and You know, just taking a shower or bath and doing small little acts of physical self-care is quite refreshing. I just like feeling fresh, and taking the time to pamper myself helps with that. The key is to do it intentionally and truly be present with yourself while you fix up your appearance a bit. Lastly, I think having an actual night in is one of the best things. Obviously, every night has become a night in right now because here we have an 8 p.m. curfew because of lockdown, but actually stopping my work and stepping back to relax before bed has been so rare for me. Especially as an introvert, I don't mind being in my own company for a long time, so letting myself binge watch a show or actually enjoy a book I'm currently reading that's not for school is the best. Journaling is something that I seem to mention all of the time, but including gratitude in my journaling has become natural for me, but sometimes it's hard whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed. So forcing myself to make a list of things that bring me joy really puts things into perspective, because truly, you can't really feel any negative emotion if you're feeling grateful. Which is why I love doing all of these self-care rituals. They all bring me peace and gratitude, and so I hope that they can do the same for you. The thing is, I actually have to put these into practice, and I'm really hoping that you will do the same. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!